won them all so far. Bryson Nichols to his outside. Lincoln Johnson to Jay Hemingway, row number 2. Owen Zacharias, Chloe Mazzagatti in row number 3. Carson Cobble and Carter Erickson, row 4. Carson Sherman, Cullen O'Connor round out row number 5. Row 6, Lily Ellen Pellizzeri, Addison Martinez are row number 6. Allie Johnson, Mandy Lee, row 7. Cameron Millett and Owen Byerly with Lily Wynot close out the field for this feature in the Bandolero Outlaws. Nice group of cars. TJ Moon has been the sun, the moon, and everything in between. He's certainly the points leader, but Owen Zacharias has continued to be right there in the points, and the 9-point differential Owen could make up relatively easy. With a problem for Moon, he could still lose this championship. Nichols, Carter Erickson, and Lincoln Johnson, the top 5. Going to really be a 2-car race unless some havoc happens with those 2 front runners. TJ Moon, he is the one. And speaking of Moo, Lily Impellizzeri from Ohio. Get ready to go green flag racing. The blue car on the inside, the one that's had it all. Nichols is fast every day. Hasn't been able to get around Moon at the checkers. Now we go green. Let's see what happens.
Green flag flies, still side by side into lap 1. Some sliding out at 2. TJ Moon starts to pull ahead of Nichols a little bit. Johnson peeking on the inside of Nichols.
1 car off pace there, maybe 2. We got 1 spun around in 4. We stay green for the moment. Nice work. We're still under green. The leaders going through 3 and 4. Moon, Johnson, Nichols, Zacharias, and Hemingway still on the throttle around this racetrack.
Moon continuing his streak from this week of being very strong. Here comes Zacharias. The battle for second heats up between Johnson, Nichols, and Zacharias.
Owen Zacharias has been on it this week, looking to pick up another podium run. And in behind there's Sherman in the 9 to the inside of Erickson into the 8 as they go at it at a turn number 2. The 87 of Mazzagatti's around. Chloe Mazzagatti will bring out the caution.
Chris Conyers there checking on Chloe Mazzagatti to make sure everything's okay. Looks like they're going to take her into the hot pit area to make sure everything's okay and be checked out by the crew. TJ Moon, still your leader, super strong all this week and super strong today here, Tim.
Yeah, he has been, and that kid is smooth, consistent. I'm impressed with Owen Zacharias as you look at the work area. Chloe Mazzagatti, they look underneath the rear of the race car, look down towards the engine bay and have a couple of words for Chloe and get ready to send them back off. In behind them is Erickson in the 8. That's the Freight Racing car, Lenny.
Freight 8, yep, the 208 going to be run just a little more than a week from today at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Hopefully folks are coming out to that jewel in the Peach State for a great racing weekend with one of our SM tracks up and underway early in the racing season. They'll be coming right off the high banks of Daytona. The NASCAR Cup Series weekend, the Ambetter Health 400 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Tickets available at atlantamotorspeedway.com.
And Cullen O'Connor is in as well, the driver from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, and the Kean College Eastbound International Speedway and Concert Park Bandolero as it gets ready to head back. The AK team. That is not a big hammer, Lenny. That was a big bar adjusting the bumper on the front of that car.
A bar? We want to see a hammer. We want to see it whomped. Get that thing.
We have a couple of redhead racing cars in this field. Chris told us we would see a hammer if need be, but he hopes to not have to use it in the hot pit.
Well, yeah, we don't want to see anybody have damage, but if they're going to get damage, let's see it get worked out with the end of a big sledgehammer.
couple of drivers.
Show.
Yeah, a couple of drivers middle of the field here, Lenny, want to turn around their weeks. There's been a few of them that have had a rough go to this one. The story up front's been all TJ Moon as he takes the green flag first. 17 laps to go, and here comes Zacharias. What a restart for Owen Zacharias, Lenny, as he goes to second and maybe looking at first.
Wow, the Myrtle Beach native, Florence Motor Speedway on the car. Zacharias second in points, second on the track, trying to take the lead away. Moon says, slam that door right in front of Zacharias as they entered quarter number one. We'll see what Zacharias can do down the back straightaway. He's quick. He's up to the side. Can't do it. TJ Moon leads him back to the line.
3 cars in this battle for first. Moon, Zacharias, Nichols all have a chance. Still anyone's game. Zacharias takes the inside up to first. 15 laps to go.
And TJ Moon's falling back here and back to the inside. We had one off the racetrack. Back on is Mazzagatti. One on the wall in turn number 4, though, and that will definitely draw the yellow flag. That's Johnson and Impellizzeri in the 75 and the Moo. So they get it turned around, and there's the 7 of Millette. So the caution, Lenny, is for the 7 of Cameron Millette here. Believe Millette and Mazzagatti might have had an issue prior to, and then the caution was already out when Moo and 75 went around in turn number 4.
Yeah, Millette had spun earlier, but stayed moving quite well enough to where we didn't have a caution, then got caught up and started this one.
So a little push from the safety team. So the field is stopped here down the back straightaway. And Lenny, this is the first, I don't want to say the word weakness from TJ Moon, but this is the first little glimmer of hope I think the rest of the field has had, as our leader is Owen Zacharias.
Yeah, I think Owen Zacharias has really figured things out, probably more so than anything. Owen's been close, clearly he's second in points, and now finally the AK team has created a recipe that Owen likes, the car likes, and it works well with the track, and he's able to showcase what has been a winning car in other deals. So Zacharias probably picking up more so than Moon falling back. And Moon, you've won 3. How much do you want to adjust and maybe adjust yourself out until you really get a push like this? So if he can keep himself in the top 3, I think TJ Moon's going to be all right. He just doesn't need to fall much further back than a podium. Then that sets up a big battle tomorrow that would put a lot more pressure on and a lot less sleep tonight for TJ Moon.
Carson Sherman was giving us a wave there as you look at Bryson Nichols in the Hornet in car number 80. A couple of these folks up against the fence chatting or trying to maybe give some signals to some of those drivers. As you see TJ Moon, there's a couple of redhead cars there. So we will step away for just a few moments as we are working the red flag here in the Outlaw Division. Still 2 races to go here on a Thursday.
Terry saving the day in that Legends victory lane. Who will beat Tim Terry in this victory lane? 14 laps to go. Owen Zacharias, TJ Moon, the rest of the field up to full speed. Zacharias quickly to the line.
Great start by Owen Zacharias to lead them down into turn number 1. TJ Moon to the outside with Bryson Nichols right there as they race down the back straightaway. Side by side, Johnson, Lincoln Johnson on the triple O on the outside looking to pick up 4th.
Bryson Nichols starting to assert himself. TJ Moon, he can't fall much further back. He's battling for the points championship. Even with all those wins, that kid in the 35 second place in points. Owen Zacharias leads, wants to stomp on it today, take a win, and put this worry into TJ Moon overnight for the championship tomorrow. Zacharias in front.
Zacharias looking for his first win of the week, but TJ Moon right behind him, and another strong driver, Nichols in 3rd, Hemingway and Johnson in 4th and 5th with 11 laps to go.
000 Lincoln Johnson on the inside. Jay Hemingway in a 112 lets him get through the corner. TJ Moon is caught up with Owen Zacharias. The war to settle the score. Can Moon go for 4? He comes out of corner number 2. He'll look to 3, but we got caution.
And it's Allie Johnson around in turn number 4 to bring out the caution as they just crossed the halfway point in this race. 10 laps down and 10 laps to go as Zacharias and Moon going at it up in front. This is going to be a battle down to the end. This is the first real challenge we've kind of seen all week long, Lenny, for TJ Moon, and Zacharias is laying it to him right now.
He is, but I think Moon found whatever the flow was that he needed, and now with them starting side by side up front, Zacharias is really going to have his first challenge of the day here at the halfway mark. He's got 10 laps to go to be able to try to put his name on one of these Winter Nationals trophies and be able to put all the pressure on TJ Moon he can apply as they get ready for championship day tomorrow. A big battle up front, and that Bryson Nichols in the 80 car is just as quick. He wants to take the win as well.
We talked to Johnson's crew chief this morning. He was putting in a lot of work, said they were trying to figure it out, change the clutch around, and clearly figured something out. They're going to start the outside of row 4 for this restart.
Green flag flies, and we're back underway. Zacharias and TJ Moon are side by side. Nichols in that 80 trying to get up here and battle with these top 2. And how about Sherman in the 9? Carson Sherman making a bid in the top 5 in the second half of this one.
Red number 9, Carson Sherman in 5th. Where's he going to go? The double or triple zero of Lincoln Johnson holding 4th. Wow, good run here. 9 laps to go. We'll go 8 next time by.
Side by side with Sherman to the inside of Johnson in the triple zero as they race close quarters off at turn number 4. Hemingway right in behind. Problems for Erickson off at turn number 4. The 8 car is slow and going to try to turn it into the end. Well, maybe he won't. Yellow flag will fly for the 8 of Carter Erickson, who rolls to a sudden stop down here in front of us into turn number 1.
Freight Auctions 8. Not on the delivery on that one. But
as little push, Lenny. Looks like it's got some fire again.
yeah. Well, maybe he'll turn in. He's looking like he's trying to find a hole to get to the top side, or at least find where he should be. Probably some guidance from Mr. McGowan. Get to the back.
We're going to see another restart with Zacharias and Moon again. These are the 2 who have been 1 and 2 every day so far, and also 1st and 2nd in championship. I know TJ Moon wants to go for that 4th win.
Still going for the win, put him in a bad spot, because if he gets pushed to the outside and gets freight trained by Nichols, Johnson, Sherman, Hemingway, and however many, that could really hurt his chances to hold a strong advantage going into the final day. We're green flag racing with Zacharias slipping to the high side. They drag race down the back straightaway.
We got trouble. And there's 5 there, and there's 1 up the road in Mandy Lee and Carter Erickson also limping down the back, and there's a stray tire from one of these cars in the middle of the racetrack. That will draw the red flag. Cullen O'Connor, Byerly, believe that's Johnson, Allie Johnson in the 75. The 75 will roll away from the scene, and that will draw the red
Cobble.
flag. Is that Cobble up there?
Yep.
Yeah. You were concerned about the tire rolling down the racetrack.
Yeah, I was. So I see, I can't see exactly which car it is, the one over there. I thought the tire was going to hit it. Oh, there's
The 41.
Yeah. I saw it rolling, and no one was going to. Obviously, we need to make sure our drivers are okay, but I didn't want that to roll back into the traffic of the other cars.
That's the 37 of Cobble rolling away. Addison Martinez up the hill, and Lenny, we're going to see what happened here. Martinez and Cobble, I think, are the first 2 here.
Looking for the wheel. Where did the wheel come off?
41 maybe? Or is it in this clump of 5? So there it is right there. I think it's the right front off the 41 of Lee.
Yeah, when he goes by, clips the Nerf bar, and that just dislodges every bit of it. So, see here, looking, and yeah, oh, yep, 41.
One more look at it here is Zacharias and Moon. We're getting ready to duke it out for the lead. Martinez, Cobble, Cullen O'Connor, and then watch Mandy Lee here in the black and green 41, and big hit there for Byerly and Johnson as well. As it looks like, for the most part, all of those cars are cleared, and Ashton, that's where the tire came from. As we look at Cobble, we've got Lenny, we have a small hammer.
Yes.
That is Chris East working on the 37.
Well, the other car, the 41, was a Redhead race team car as well.
I think Chris East just yelled to one of the Bradley kids, "Get me a bigger hammer."
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Come on, bring me the hammer.
Yes.
Oh, that's not a hammer.
No, that's a notebook or something. What is it? Looks like tape.
We know they didn't get that from the Canadians because that's the white tape. Lonnie was using black tape earlier. So there goes the 37.
What do Canadians have against white tape?
They don't.
Okay.
I don't think they
I
do.
didn't know whether that was like a bad luck charm or something up there.
That is Mandy Lee. That is the Canadian East Outlaw champion from last season. Her father, Robert Lee, runs Pro Late models at Speedway 660, and you might know the name Lenny. Robert builds chassis for Dean Clattenburg Racing Fabrication in the Carolinas.
Very much so, yes. And I would have thought she would have made it through. She couldn't have clipped that other car too much, but whatever it was just at the right spot to rip that wheel right off.
The seas were parted, and then one little wave kind of upset the apple cart there. But 75 at Johnson is into the work area. She was the one to take that little bit of a smack on the left front wheel. They are looking at the back of the car.
Yeah, that's the Lee County waste special for Allie Johnson from Fort Myers.
Chris Conyers looking that thing over as well as the team rolls that car ahead just a wee bit. So we have 12 laps completed, 8 laps to go. TJ Moon, Owen Zacharias up in front. Zacharias leads TJ Moon as they pace. They continue to...
Conyers' scooter. He's lost his scooter?
Well, Purdue is not back there to move it on him, so unless Mark... there's a foot being used. Unless Mark Turner moved the scooter, Lenny, that might be a case. We're getting ready to come back to green, tucked up tight to 35. Of Owen Zacharias is your leader. 8 laps to go in the Outlaw division. Green flag flies.
Single file restart. Owen Zacharias likes that. That puts everybody in his mirror. But now drop it to the inside. TJ Moon, 3 wins already this week. Going for the 4th win on the inside. He takes the point by just a nose, but Zacharias will not let it go. Zacharias on the outside, door to door in a war, coming out of 2 for the top spot with now Nichols involved. 3 cars going after it. Moon gets it.
Nichols getting a little loose. They're going to go 3 wide down the front stretch. Johnson's in the picture now. TJ Moon starting to pull ahead. Zacharias still stuck on that outside. Going to fall behind Nichols next to Sherman.
Nichols, sure. Zacharias all the way back to 4th from 1st. That's got to be a heartbreaker. Lincoln Johnson up into 2nd for a moment. Here comes Nichols in the black 80 on the inside. He's going to bring Zacharias back into the top 3. And Zacharias now trying to get to the runner-up spot. While TJ Moon says, y'all have a good time there, I'm heading to take the big trophy to Taylorsville sooner or later because he's got another lead late in a feature event here at the Winter Nationals. Zacharias on the bottom of the racetrack. Nichols up high. Johnson down low. 3 laps to go. 3 cars going for 2nd.
5 cars under a blanket, but it's for the runner-up position. The 80 of Nichols to the upside, and the 35 of Owen Zacharias to the inside, wheel to wheel, down into turn number 3. Johnson in the 000, looking to make a move. Sherman and Hemingway right in there as well, but they are running out of time, a lap and a half, as they enter the back straightaway. The 9 of TJ Moon about a full straightaway ahead of them. White flag flies, final lap into the Outlaw division for day number 4. And it's the same song, different verse. TJ Moon for Redhead Racing through 3 and 4. And the driver from Taylorsville will collect another double checkered. TJ Moon is your winner. It's Zacharias coming home in second. And we have a small issue after the flag there, by the looks of it, Lenny.
Yeah, Nichols got whomped right there at the very end. Full Moon, TJ Moon, 4 Moon win for him. And he will come down the front straightaway, and I think there'll be room enough to do everything needed. Yeah.
Yep.
He's going to get parked there and come to the attention of our TV crew. They're the camera, and bounding down to have conversation with TJ Moon. Our crew will see him as he comes out. Bubbles Bronson going to try to help extricate him through the roof hatch. Let's go down trackside for our conversation with TJ Moon.
TJ Moon, your winner once again. 4 days, 4 wins in the Outlaw division. Great job, TJ. Now tell us, you had a little bit of a rough start there. What was going through your head early on in that race?
I thought we were not going to get a caution for the rest of it. Owen had a really good run. Good job. Good job, everyone else. I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Redhead Racing, Pine Tree Food Equipment, Whaley's, Redhead Race, Dean Hanscom Heating, Whaley's, everyone else. Thank you.
One more day. Are you going to go for a queen sweep?
Hopefully, I'll try.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
TJ Moon, 4th win on the week.
What a run from him. He was farther back than the top 3 at one point. Looked like it was not going to happen for him. Now he extends his point lead towards what could be a historic championship for him. Can he get it 5 in a row? Originally from Maine.